Zeke's jaw dropped to the floor. Not only was Dustin not an alumnus of a prestigious institution, but he also did not attend university. Was he even a good match for Natasha? Natasha, what's going on? You didn't drag a random man here just to shut us up, did you? Zoe was displeased, for she believed that a doctor from an ordinary medical center wasn't worthy of sharing a dinner table with their group. Stop acting funny. Dustin is an expert in medicine and martial arts. You'll know soon. Natasha puffed her chest with a smile. Natasha, I'm sorry, but you'd be better off dating me if you were giving this doctor a chance. Gordon finally spoke up half-jokingly. He had once pursued Natasha but was turned down. Now that Natasha got her eyes on an ordinary doctor, he started to think he had a chance because he felt that he was way better than Dustin. After all, the Flynn family was one of the elites in Balerno. Right, Natasha, I think Gordon's pretty decent. He stayed single just to wait for you. Why don't you consider him? Zoe winked at Natasha and started matchmaking. Gordon? Nah, he's not my type. Natasha shot down the suggestion. Natasha, now, you're being harsh. Gordon graduated from a prestigious university. He runs a company worth billions. Isn't he a stronger candidate than a doctor? Zoe analyzed. Gordon's life is none of my business. My boyfriend is Dustin. Please do not joke about this topic. Natasha frowned a little, clearly crossed. Plus, if you are talking about an excellent candidate, Dustin is the best for me. Even 100 Gordon's EAT beat a single Dustin. Rhys. The expression on the faces of Natasha's friends froze. None expected that remark from Natasha Hymon, and they wondered if Natasha, the steel lady, was just like the average woman blinded by love. Tempage, I'm not a big shot, but I rake in billions annually. If this gentleman here is 100 times better than I am, does that mean he is making hundreds of billions per year? Gordon started acting funny. He was obviously unsatisfied with Natasha's comparison. The money you earn doesn't mean a thing. Even if Dustin is dirt poor, I will still love him. Do you get it now? Natasha schooled her friends coldly. Huh. So, he's a sugar baby. Gordon snorted with disdain, and the other friends joined him to look down on Dustin. Gordon Flynn, watch your mouth. If you're not hungry, perhaps you should see yourself out. Natasha's expression hardened. All right, Natasha, we're all old schoolmates here. They're only pulling your leg. Just relax. Come here. Take a seat, everyone. Zoe hurriedly played the mediator when she realized the situation was rapidly deteriorating. Gordon didn't say a word after that, but he shot a venomous look at Dustin. After they took their seats, they started chatting and eating harmoniously. However, they gave Dustin the cold shoulder due to his low social status. Still, he was unconcerned by the treatment and enjoyed his drinks and food as though he wasn't part of the group. In the middle of the conversations, the door to the private lounge flung open. A middle-aged man with a beer belly marched in with 2 bodyguards in tow. Adriana, who had been rather quiet, suddenly seemed frantic when she noticed the intruders. Ms. Lovett, why didn't you pick up our calls? Do you think we couldn't hunt you down if you hid in a small town? The middle-aged man flashed a menacing grin. My contract with the company is annulled. Stop harassing me. Adriana warned them. The man scoffed. Is that for you to decide? What do you take our boss for? The company invested money and effort to launch you to fame. Now that you're established, you plan to go solo. You're taking advantage of us, don't you think? I've paid you back the money I made over these years. What more do you want? Her face fell. That tiny amount of money isn't worth a thing. Our boss is interested in you as a product. As long as you're with the agency, you'll bring in dough constantly. You must know that, don't you? The man chuckled. I will not go with you. Just give up. Adriana appeared adamant, but the man snickered and said, that's not for you to decide too. Guys, take her.